So yesterday we started the topic is Hoops principles, right? So as per our yesterday discussion, what we know, Java is object-oriented programming language, right? Why we said Java is object-oriented programming language? Object-oriented programming language, right? That means in Java, each and everything is objects, classes and objects. Totally depends on the objects, right? So you are changing the objects, you are inheriting the one object from another object properties, right? Like instead directly you are not using the object. Sometimes what you are doing, few properties or few of the methods of one object by inheriting other object can easily extend, right? We can easily extend or we can easily reuse. So that kind of things we can say those kind of things we can do with objects. Object here is nothing but a class. For the class we can create objects, right? So by inheriting one class to another class, we can easily reuse the functions of a class. We have a class A. In class A, you have two methods, method A, method B, right? In class B, you have another method, class C. When you are creating the object, these class A and class B in relation, parent and child relation, right? In that case, what you can do, you can call easily, if you are creating the object for class B, you can get the methods of class A and class C. Even
Sir, you forget to share the screen, sir.
Not sharing. Okay. So object oriented in the sense, we have few objects, right? One object has the relation with the second object, right? In that case, for example, just take the example, class A is one class B is one class. Okay. In class A, you have two methods, right? I open the paint. So just assume this is a class A and this is a class B, right? This is method A, this is method B. Okay. In class C, we have method C. Okay. A, B, C. This is B, this is A. Right? Now, if I create the object for this class B, what are the methods I can have? This method and those two methods of a class A. Right? Why? Because these two are in relation. Is a relation. There is a relation between this one to this guy. Then when there is a relation, then if you create the object for this guy, child class, okay, when the child class have the relation, then you can get the methods of parent class also, okay, right? For example, I am creating the object here, A. How to create the object, you know, right? Yes or no? Obj equals to new of B, this like this. Now obj dot, for example, this method is method A. Obj dot, okay, method B, comma, obj dot method C. Okay, like this you can get the access to all methods, right? This is the relation. So that's why we can say Java is object-oriented programming language, right? You can extend, you can reuse, all those things you can do. And in Java, everything is a classes and objects. That's it, right? You are not going to write a single line of code outside of the class. Everything, if you want to write a program, where you are going to write, you are creating a class. Inside a class, you are creating some function, right? So that's why we said Java is object-oriented programming language, right? So in Java basically depends on few principles. What are those principles? One is polymorphism. What is that? Inheritance, encapsulation, abstraction, and fourth one is the polymorphism. So these concepts we are going to see in detail. Okay, every class we will discuss one topic. One inheritance might be it will take 2 days. Okay, and encapsulation already we discussed. Abstraction, when we are discussing about interfaces, abstract classes, then at the time you will get the clear idea about the abstraction. What is abstraction means. But now we'll just we'll try to understand overview. Okay, and polymorphism. Polymorphism already we discussed, right? Functions. While creating the functions, did we discuss about the method overloading?
Yes, sir.
Right, method overloading. What is the method overloading? Who is this? Malli, did we discuss about method overloading? Not, right? For you guys, I didn't discuss. Okay, Niklesh, do you know what is method overloading?
Sir.
Do you know?
No, sir.
Don't know? Okay. So, method overloading and method overriding. These two comes under polymorphism. Okay. So, all OOPS builds on these principles only. These are the main 4 pillars. If you know these things, you know Java very well. Because these are the 4 principles. Based on these 4 principles, whole classes were designed. The combination of classes, how to get the relation between one class to another class. Okay, when 2 classes are having in relation, is a relation between one class to another class. How to access the members of those classes. This is the topics we are going to discuss. So mainly these are based on these 4 principles. If you clearly understand these 4 principles, you are very good at Java. Okay. So first, what is the first principle? Inheritance. Inheritance we discussed, right? Just now. We are going to deeply discuss about those topics. Okay. Just overview we will discuss now. Inheritance in the sense, there is a parent class and this is a child class, right? So in parent class you have 2 methods. So this class wants those methods. Instead of recreating here, right? The child class once again creating the same methods here. What he is doing? He is accessing these methods. Em jarugutundi ikkada? Malla ee methods ikkada already method A undi, method B undi. This guy wants method A and B. So already those methods are there in the parent class. Em jarugutundi? Method A lo 2 methods manaku already unnai. Method A, method B. Class A lo. So there is no need to recreate those methods in class B, right? You just reuse them. What is that? You can reuse. That is the, in interviews this question will ask, what is the inheritance? What is the advantages? What is the advantage of inheritance? Reusing the methods. Reusing the functions. Right? Instead of recreating, class B wants method A and method B. Those 2 methods already there in class A. So is there any need to recreate? Because you are a relationship with your parent, right? you can easily access those methods. So there is no need to create, just reuse them. Somebody already created, just reuse them. Understand? మనకి ఏమవుతుందంటే మెథడ్స్ ఆల్రెడీ ఒక క్లాస్ లో క్లాస్ ఏ అనే దాంట్లో 2 మెథడ్స్ ఉన్నాయి. క్లాస్ బి అనే వాడికి కూడా ఆ 2 మెథడ్స్ అవసరం అయినప్పుడు ఏం జరుగుతుంది, మళ్ళా దాన్ని క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం లే. ఏమవుతుంది, ఆల్రెడీ క్లాస్ ఏలో ఉన్నాయి కాబట్టి వెన్ దిస్ guy is in relation with class A, you can easily access. That's it. Okay, that is called inheritance. The advantage of inheritance is reusability and extendability. Extendability ante enti? Extendability in the sense, for example, you have method A here, and this guy, he can access that method A and he can change the behavior as per this guy, as per class B. He can use that one, and along with that, I want to extend the functionality. అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏమవుతుందంటే, ఇక్కడ నాకు మెథడ్ ఏ ఉంది, వీడికి కూడా మెథడ్ ఏ కావాలి. మెథడ్ ఏ తీసుకున్నాడు, ఆ మెథడ్ ఏ టాప్ లో ఇంకా కొంచెం చేంజెస్ చేయాలి. హీ వాంట్స్ టు డూ సమ్ మోడిఫికేషన్. హీ వాంట్స్ టు ఎక్స్టెండ్ ద ఫంక్షనాలిటీ ఆఫ్ this method. So what he can do, he can override that method. Okay, he can override the method and he can extend the functionality. Okay, we will see that one also. All in examples when we see, then you will get the clear idea. Just it is a overview. Okay, that is the inheritance. What is the advantage of inheritance? Reusability and extendability. That is the advantage. Okay, what is the next one? Class. Encapsulation. Encapsulation in the sense, you have a class. Every class is example for encapsulation. See, this is one class. So I have two strings we have written. This is one class which has one function, right? And we can have a number of variables outside also. This is a, what is this? This is a class, right? So a class is encapsulated with properties, fields and methods. When if we make some properties or fields or something to private, right? So outsiders cannot have the access to that particular fields. Even though I am creating the object for my class obj.str1, I cannot do, because if, for example, if I make private, if I make this one is a private, right? If I make a field or a function is a private, so outsiders cannot have the access. Yes or no? That is the private access modifier. When we add a key or access modifier is a private, then outside of the class, this class can use this str1 n number of times. str1 I can use here in any other functions. I declared here, I declared at the class level variable, and I can use that guy n number of times. Okay, I can do like this, right? So that is the security I can get. Security level encapsulation in the sense, every class is an example for encapsulation. Every class. In a class, what you are doing in a class, you are putting lot of functions and variables, and you can provide the security also. Outsiders cannot have the access to those members. How you can provide the security? By making that member is a private. మెంబర్ అని ఎందుకు అన్నానంటే, ఇక్కడ మెంబర్ అంటే అది ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్ కావచ్చు, పబ్లిక్ మెంబర్ కావచ్చు, సారీ అది వేరియబుల్ కావచ్చు, మెథడ్ కావచ్చు, ఆర్ ఫీల్డ్ కావచ్చు. Okay, na anything on whole I am using the term is member. Member in the sense it is private variables or might be it is function, everything. Anything is a member, right? If any member, if you make a private, that member cannot be accessed by outsiders, right? Okay. So that is the class. Encapsulation example. What is the encapsulation example? What is the example for encapsulation?
Every class.
Yeah, every class is example for encapsulation. Okay. So next, what is that? Abstraction. Abstraction. Abstraction, for example, we made one car class, right? Car has, everybody knows, right? Car. But in car, what are the things? How they made the car, you know? How they build the car? Do you know how they build?
No, sir.
You don't know. You just know it's a car is abstraction. What are the functions you can do with the car? What are the things you can do with the car? Right? You can buzz that horn, right? Horn, you can make the sound with the horn, okay? And you can drive the car. These functions, you know. Abstraction. We can say these are the abstraction. What are the functionality we can do with the car, you know. But how they made that functionality, how they made the tires, how they added that engine, all those things you don't know. But what are the things are there, right? What are the functions are there? What are the functions you can do with the car, that you know. But internally how the function is built. అర్థమవుతుందా నేను చెప్పేది? కారు మనం ఎట్లా తయారు చేసామనేది మనకు అవసరం లే, మనకు తెలియదు. తెలుసా ఎవరికన్నా కారు ఎట్లా తయారు చేస్తారు? అర్థమవుతుంది? అబ్స్ట్రాక్షన్ అంటే మనకి ఇన్నర్ డీటెయిల్స్ మనకి ఏమీ తెలియదు. We don't know inner details, any inner details, how we are going to make a car. I am just taking one example, okay? Like that, when we create a functions, when we create a function, who is implementing that class? That guy only knows how he implemented. But outsiders, if you are using a class, right? When you create the object, there is no need to know. You don't know what is the function. For example, you have a class, some calculator class is there. You know, right? Calculator, everybody knows the calculator. Right? In Windows, you have that calculator. Or you have in mobile phones, you have the calculator. Right? But you are just using the calculator. Right? Plus button. When you say plus button, you are making addition. When you say subtract button, you are doing subtraction. But you don't know how they internally that function is built. Right? That is the abstraction. Totally functionality only you know. But internal details you are not going to see, which is nothing but example for abstraction. We just know, you know, only what are the functionalities are there. The implementation part you don't know, right? Purely abstracted. Right? That is the example for abstraction. Got it? We are going to see all those things with examples. Next part. What is the fourth one? Polymorphism.
What is the use of abstraction? Advantage?
Advantage, that's what, right? You are going outsider. For example, you built a class and somebody wants to use it and they want to fork it, right? So we cannot give that access. If you given that access to others, what they will do? For example, we have a string class, right? String class, which is built by not you, which is built by Java, right? When you know you are using only the functions inside the class. What are the functions you have that string class? You are going to use those, but you are not going to change. If you want to change, if they give the access, you can change. Right?
Okay, sir.
So that is mainly that clearly as an end user, there is no need to know how the functionality is implemented. You just what you need to know how what is the advantage you are going to get when you are using the function. That's it. So to get that particular advantage, we in any object-oriented programming language, we have the concept called abstraction. Okay, internal details. We are hiding the internal details from the end user. ATM point ki వెళ్తున్నారు. Everybody is going to ATM point. There, what are the functionality? If I show everything, right? You can some hackers would be there. They can hack the code. Yes or no? If I am showing the end user what are the things I am doing, which account I am, what are the functionalities I am doing, all those things. If I am showing while withdrawal functionality, right? He can what they can do? They can hack, and if you give 10,000, they can make 1 crore. Right? So I need to hide the functionality from outside world. Right? So that is the abstraction. Hiding the details from hiding. The main point is hiding the details, hiding the inner details, hiding the how you implemented the functionality. That is the main abstraction. One line statement is hiding the details from outside world. What is the statement? Hiding the details from outside world. Outside is what he should know. You know what are the functionalities are there, but how he implemented, there is no need to know. Right? You want to withdraw, just withdraw that amount, but there is no need to know how the withdrawal functionality is implemented. Okay, this concept is nothing but abstraction. Any doubts here? Anyone has any doubts in these concepts? Please raise the hand. Don't hesitate, because this is very important question. But all those things we are going to learn when you are experiencing, right? Then you can easily keep things in your mind. But just let me know. But this is the question, this is the answer we have to tell in interviews. Yeah, tell me. Who's that? Yes. Everybody is clear? Any doubts here? Please don't hesitate. I will tell 100 times. No problem. So nobody is talking in sense. Everybody is having clear understanding. మళ్ళీ అర్థమైందా? అబ్స్ట్రాక్షన్ అంటే ఏంటి?
డీటెయిల్స్ హైడ్ చేస్తాం సార్.
వెరీ గుడ్ అమ్మా. దట్స్ ఇట్. డీటెయిల్స్ హైడ్ చేయడం అంతే. ఓకేనా? వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు లెర్న్ దోస్ థింగ్స్ ఇన్ other programs, okay, while discussing about those topics. This is overview, but interviews you need to tell the overview. That's it, with one example. Inheritance, parent class, child class, that is the inheritance example. Any class, encapsulation, any class is example for encapsulation. Abstraction, hiding the details. You created one class and you created one class, right? Whoever implemented the class, he only knows that swap to strings class. He only knows how he implemented. But when somebody main class is there, other class, right? That class trying to access the swap to strings method class, he created the object dot swap to strings. That's it. He didn't know how the swap function is implemented. Right? That is hiding the details. That is example for hiding the details, is example for abstraction. Clear? You know? Now everybody should have clear understanding. Fourth one. What is the fourth one? polymorphism. Okay, polymorphism. Polymorphism in the sense polymorphism. Polymorphism in the sense one entity is available in many forms. Entity is available one entity available in many forms. Polymorphism in many forms. Poly in the sense many, morphism in the sense forms. Right? So polymorphism. Same entity is available in multiple forms. Okay. For example, how many people saw Aparachitudu movie? Have you seen anyone observed Aparachitudu movie? Vikram is a hero, right? Vikram movie. Same Vikram will behave two characters, right?
Yes, sir.
One is good boy, and another one is some different character. What is that? I don't know.
Split personality.
Split personality. Same person behave two ways. The same way here, the function name is same, but he behaves differently. Okay. Function name is same, but method parameters are different. Function name same, parameters are different. That is method overloading. Okay. What is the method overloading? Function. I will tell that examples also. Okay, I will show you here. So function name same. For example, you are logging the details. For example, you are logging or printing, right? Printer is there, right? In the printer, when you are providing the one paper, it will print normal. What is the Xerox center? When you are going to the Xerox center, there is everything. What it will do, it will print that content, right? In the Xerox machine. But when you give the one normal paper, it will give the normal printing. But when you are giving, for example, when you want to print the photo, right? At the times printing only. But when you choose the option color, right? Color Xerox it will come, right? Printing only, but with color, without color, right? So with color there is one parameter. Without color there is another parameter. So when parameters is different, function is same. Just observe the example. Okay, function is the same. What is that? Printing. Print is the function. But when he pressed color, you will get the color Xerox. When he press non-color, you will get the black color Xerox, right? So that is one example. Okay. So, but what is the function? What is the function name here? Printing. Print is the function, but we are passing some parameters. Based on the parameter, it is performing different thing, right? Just like our Aparachitudu, right? Got it? Method overloading. Method name same, parameters are different. This is called method overloading.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the method overriding? When we discussed about the inheritance, you will get that method overriding. Right here, method A is there. And when this guy is inheriting, method A, same method. See here, this is method A. Ikkada unnade, whatever the method we have here, the same method is here. Method name same, parameters are also same. What is that? Same to same. Is there any difference we are observing here and here? Method name same, parameters, everything is same. But only inside the body you can do anything. You can write the code like this, something. Here, the code is, implementation is different. Implementation might be different. That is called method overriding. Method overriding, at what place you will get method overriding concept? In case of inheritance.
Yes.
Method overloading in case of single class. In single class, you have same method with different parameters. That is method overload. Okay. Okay. So we'll see the example now. This is clear na? Method overload and method override. Just a definition, overview point. Okay. At the overview
Yes, sir.
standpoint, it is clear or not? Please tell me.
Sure.
Yeah, Mali. We are going to see in
Okay.
detail all these things.
Okay.
Up to now, you didn't see what is inheritance, all those things you don't know. Just you know what is inheritance overview. Yeah. Clear? Any doubts here? Just ask me. I am going to next topic. Before that, please ask me if you have any doubts. ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ అంటే ఒక క్లాస్లో 2 ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉంటే ఇంకో క్లాస్ చైల్డ్, ఇది బేస్ క్లాసు, ఇది చైల్డ్ క్లాసు. ఓకే, ఈ క్లాస్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఫంక్షన్స్ ఈ క్లాస్లోకి యాక్సెస్ వచ్చింది. ఎందుకు? దేర్ ఈజ్ ఎ రిలేషన్షిప్ బిట్వీన్ చైల్డ్ టు పేరెంట్. అంతే కదా, పేరెంట్కి చైల్డ్కి రిలేషన్ ఉన్నప్పుడు, సో ఆల్రెడీ పేరెంట్ దగ్గర కొన్ని ఫంక్షన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకు మళ్ళా మనం రాయడం? అవునా కదా? సో రీయూజ్ దెమ్. ఎందుకు మళ్ళా క్రియేట్ చేయాల్సిన అవసరం ఉందా? అవసరం లేదు కదా. అది ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్, రీయూజ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్? రీయూజబిలిటీ. ఓకే, సో ఇఫ్ ఎనీబడి డజంట్ హ్యావ్ ఎనీ క్వరీస్, then I am going with the next topic, inheritance. Okay, shall I go? We have one and a half minute. In 1.5 minutes, we need to recorrect. Okay. So Malli, can you tell me what are the 4 principles we discussed today? Malli?
Inheritance.
Very good.
Encapsulation.
Super.
Abstraction. Polymorphism.
And 4th one, abstraction 4. Very good. Bhavani Singh.
Yes, sir.
What is the advantages? What is the encapsulation?
Encapsulation is providing
Very good. That's it. The statement is correct, whatever you are saying. Providing the security, right, from outside world. What is the example?
any class itself encapsulation.
In interviews, they adugutaru. The same thing they will ask you. Single line statement you should tell. Don't take long time. As now I took a lot of time, 1 hour to discuss polymorphism. Those things you should not do. What you need to do? You just one line statement. Providing the security. Encapsulation is nothing but providing the security from outside world. Example, every class is example. ఆ క్లాస్లో ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్ ఉందనుకో, ఆ ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్ గురించి, ఇఫ్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ ప్రైవేట్ మెంబర్ ఇన్ ద క్లాస్, అదర్స్ దే నో others will join. Okay, in the same time, okay, Dhanlakshmi. We have two Dhanlakshmis. Right now, who's Dhanlakshmi? We have two Dhanlakshmis. Okay, surname. Tell me surname of Dhanlakshmis. What is your surname, Dhanlakshmi? First. Okay.
M.
Uh-huh.
M, sir, M.
M. Okay. M. And another Dhanlakshmi?
K, sir.
K, na?
Yes, sir.
K Dhanlakshmi and M Dhanlakshmi. Okay. So, M. I can call simply M. Okay. Okay. Tell me, what is your understanding about the abstraction? What is the abstraction? One-liner statement.
To hiding the internal details.
Very good. That's it. Okay. Hiding the internal details. Example, one class. You have one class. In a class, you have functions. After creating the object to that class, that object outsiders, the client. Example, you are creating a main class. Main class is the outsider. Your class is a student class. Main class is creating the object for the student. That main class doesn't know internal details. That is the example. Right? Okay. Shravani. What is polymorphism?
Polymorphism is nothing but one entity will available in different methods, sir. In multiple forms, sir.
Multiple forms. Yeah. Polymorphism. Poly in the sense many, forms. Morphism in the sense forms. That's it. That statement you just said. Okay. Jaba, what is method overriding?
Sir, a child class, while inheriting the method from the parent class, can modify that method also.
Modify the method, but method, what is method overriding? Method name same? Yeah, that is in inheritance you are seeing. See here, this is method A, and this is also method A. Same parameter. Just here I am giving one example. Parameters and method name both are same, but inner details you may have difference. Okay? So method name same, parameters are same. This is the method overriding. What is method overload, Malli? Method overload. What is method overload? Malli?
I cannot understand, sir.
Okay, I'll tell. Okay, where is this is a one class, right? ICICI ATM point is one class. This is single class. Okay, I have given method name is withdraw. Here also we have the method name is withdraw, and I am making difference in parameters. Into amount. Okay, see here, method name same, withdraw. Yes or no? Here withdraw. Here also other method I have withdraw function, right? But what is the difference here and here? Parameters are different. Right? Here you don't have any parameters. Here you have a parameter. So this concept is nothing but method overloading. Okay. Malya, understand?
Yes, sir.
So here you have a method A. withdraw function, right? Here you have one more function, same name, method name same, parameters are different. You have two methods, n number of methods you can have, but the same parameters you should not have. You should have some difference in parameters. Then that is called method overloading. Okay, so we'll just see that another 10 minutes we'll discuss about inheritance concept. Okay, next class we'll discuss with other things. Okay, what is inheritance? हेलो हाँ बोलो वो तो क्या करते हैं क्या करें जी हाँ okay. So now we'll see the example with inheritance. Inheritance overview, you know, right? Parent, there is a relation between one class to another class. That is the inheritance. Relation between parent class to child class. Advantage, reusability and extendability. That is the inheritance. We will see with example. In inheritance, we have three types of inheritances are there. Okay. In inheritance, we have three types. What is that? For example, let us assume this is a class A and class B. There is a relation. This is a relation. Class B having a relation with the class A. This is called single inheritance. Right? Here I have method A, or you can say M1 is a function I have. This is a function. Okay. This guy has M2 function. Okay. So this is called single inheritance. What is A? Class A. This is class B. This is class A. Okay. If we have this kind of relation, this is called one class to another class. This is called single inheritance. Okay. Parent, you have parents. That's it. You and your parents. That is nothing but single inheritance. Right? Example. Right? So now, one more inheritance. This is class A. This is class B. This is class C. Right? Class C and class B have a relation. Otherwise, okay. This is class A is a grandparent. Let's assume. Class A having relation with class B. Your grandparent has your relation with your parent. You have the relation with your parent. Right? This is GA class. This is PB class. You are the child. Right? Now, see here, grandparent, parent and child. See, multiple inheritance, multi-level inheritance. See, there is a relation in case of multi-level. So if I create the object for this class, C class, so how many methods, what are the methods I will get? For example, here M1, here I have M2, here M3. We will tell the answer for this. If I create the object for C class, child class, how many methods I will have? Since you are in relation with single level, you are relation with M2, PB is relation with the grandparent. మీ గ్రాండ్ పేరెంట్స్ సంపాదిస్తే మీ ప్రాపర్టీ అయిద్దా లేదా?
Sir, we will get M1, M2 and M3.
Yes, that is the answer. Because your grandparents earn something, that property automatically comes to your parents. Your parents' property is whatever the property your parents have, your grandparents' property and his own earnings, both will come to you, right? That is the single level inheritance. Ardhamainda? Because this guy parent has relation with grandparent, so that's why this guy will have M2 and M1 functions. When the child has a relation with the PB parent, then he will get all parent functions M2, M1 and M3. Right? This is the single. This is single inheritance. This is multi-level inheritance. Okay, multi-level. What is the third one? Multiple inheritance. This is one class, and this is class A and class B. And this guy is trying to having the relationship with both. దీనికి ఒక చండాలమైన ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పొచ్చు, కానీ అది వదిలేదు. ఓకే, for example, he is the child of parent A and B, right? Here in Java, this kind of relationship it won't allow. Okay na? In Java, multiple inheritance is not possible. This inheritance, we can call this is a multiple inheritance, and I say this is not possible. Okay na? Multiple inheritance is not possible in Java. Multiple inheritance in the sense, what is that? Class A, this is a class A, class B, and this is he is the child. This guy is C. C wants to inherit at the same time, right, from this guy and this guy. It is not possible. Why it is not possible? Why? Any idea? Why multiple inheritance is not allowed? For example, yeah, tell me.
For A and B will have same methods, sir. Then that
Just
time
assume.
C will-
That's very good. When A and B, for example, in A, we can have, right? Now in our class itself, we are seeing two Dhanlakshmis. Dhanlakshmi, right? There is a confusion, right? Now we got the confusion or not? Who's Dhanlakshmi, whom? Right? So that kind of confusion should be there. If I have M1 here and I have M1 here also, in class B also I have M1, then there is a confusion, right? Which M1 I should call? This M1 or this M1? Right? So to avoid that confusion, Java, they are not allowing multiple inheritance. Clear? దీనికే డైమండ్ ప్రాబ్లం అని కూడా అంటారు. ఓకే, సో మల్టిపుల్ ఇన్హెరిటెన్స్ ఈజ్ నాట్ పాసిబుల్. There are not allowing multiple inheritance. Right? To achieve multiple inheritance, we are taking help of interfaces. Okay? Got it?